Okay, so let's start. So what I see first on charts is a trend for me. I only uh, 2 points where I want to tell you what I look. So this is the first, and this is the second. Okay. Okay. So what I look first on charts is trend. I identify the trend in weekly, daily, and 4 hour, and I want two of them in sync. Like what I mean, I want weekly and daily in uptrend to go for buys, or I want daily and 4 hour in uptrend to go for buys. If if it is like weekly and 4 hour in uptrend, then I will not go for buys. So what I want, two recents, like in weekly and daily, or daily or 4 hour. I don't want weekly in uptrend and 4 hour in uptrend and daily in downtrend. So I want them to be in sync, two of the time frames to go for buy issue, long or sells. Okay. Then I look for area of interest. Area of interest is something which is an area where the market structure touches minimum three times. I will show it later. Okay. And I mark the area of interest in weekly, daily, and 4 hour only. Like more often I mark it in daily, and if there is not structure in daily and weekly, then I will mark it in 4 hour. Okay. But to be more precise on this strategy, I will mark the area of interest in weekly and daily only. Okay. Then after this confirmations that what will be my direction to be in a trade, like if I see the trend in uptrend, and if I got an area of interest where I will be taking the trade, then I will look for entry point. Literally, entry point is the last point where you want to execute it. So first of all, you have to be or draw a checklist on this and then this. Okay. Then I'll go for an entry point. What I look for entry point in, I check it in time frame on 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, and recently I check it in 5 minutes, but I have not mentioned it here. For better accuracy, higher the time frame, the greater the results will be. Okay. So in 1 hour, I will check for candlestick patterns, like an engulfing pattern or an hammer, upside hammer or something like that. And I will look for a market structure shift. Like if 1 hour was in downtrend and suddenly it shifts uptrend, then I will enter here. My TP will be right here. SL will be right here. So this is an entry signal as well, like trend shifting, like market structure shift in 1 hour, 30 minute and 15 minute will be a greater entry signal for me to get in that trade. Okay, and then I will look timing. Like this was the first thing I will look on the charts, but the timing is also important for me. So what timing I prefer to get in that trade is pre-London. Right now it is 10:30 in morning. I'm telling it in IST, Indian Standard Time. Okay, 10:30 to 2:30 morning. Okay, then I'll go for 5:30 to 7:30 or 8:30. More about the recent time in any session time. Okay, so 5:30 to 7:30 is good for me as well in NY session. It depends on you. Like, see, I want my trade to get SL or to hit a TP in more often, like in 1 or 2 candles. I don't want to wait whole day or 2 days, 3 days. Okay, so this is my timing. And yeah, when I say I'm marking area of interest, let's go back. Okay, area of interest. Then I will look for only bodies. I don't look for weeks. I look for only bodies. See, bodies are market structure. but the wicks are market manipulative moves, so I don't look at them. While I draw area of interest, I don't look at wicks. I only look at body closing points and market structures. Okay, so yeah, I looked at in area of interest. And while while identifying trend, I will make a video on how to identify a trend, because see, keep it simple. More simple for you is beneficial in this strategy. Okay, and yeah, the more you try it, the more you test it, the better the results for you. Okay, for entry point, I look for candles like engulfing candle bars, any kind of hammers, or any kind of structure like multiple rejections from a same area of interest. That would be great for me. And I look that in these timings. So yeah, I know that there is a volume in these times, and in that volume, I'm getting these rejections from my zone. Then I'll be interested in taking that trade. Okay, so keep in mind, I want this first to take and trade. Like, trend should be in sync, like in weekly, daily, 4 hour. If three of them in your side, then yeah, the results will be good. The area of interest, I'll show you how to mark them. And then the last point is entry point. Okay, so keep in mind this. I'll shift it here. Okay. Uh, okay, let me take through the my recent entries. Okay, let me go to weekly. And yeah, I use EMA 50 EMA. Okay, I use 50 EMA. So trend here is an uptrend. If you can see, just a minute. After breaking this high, the trend shifted uptrend. Okay, in weekly. So this is how I analyze. Let me show you. After breaking this high, the market is fully bullish, and market stopped here for some reason, then breakout. Okay. So in weekly, we are in uptrend. Then I move to daily. In daily, it is also bullish. See, okay. After breaking this, and yeah, before breaking this low, I consider the market is completely bullish. Okay, this is our higher low. This is our higher high. So anything inside this is a market structure only, not any kind of a sideway or something. So for me, there are only two trends. Either it is uptrend or either it is downtrend. The sideway is just a condition where the buyers cannot break resistance and the sellers cannot break. Sellers are not breaking the support. Okay, but there always have to be a trend, which is a uptrend or a downtrend. So for me, in this structure right now, it is completely uptrend. Okay. So until and unless we have this low, then yeah, in daily we are in uptrend. For area of interest, this is my first area of interest right now, because see, one body point, second body point, and kind of a third body point. See, when I said I draw area of interest on daily and weekly, I did not find any kind of area of interest in weekly, but I drew area of interest in daily. But I've seen some wicks here, but I have mentioned that I don't look for wicks in area of interest. But as you get, like, more often you are used to the charts, the more you see the charts, you know where is the area of interest. Okay, but for as a beginner, you should draw an area of interest on the body wicks only. Okay, sorry, the body closing only. Okay, let's move to 4 hour. So weekly is bullish. 4 hour. Okay, let me see. Yeah, this was the area of interest for daily. And yeah, let me talk about this trade. Okay, I took a buy here. Let's see why I took that buy. Okay, I draw an area of interest on 4 hour on basis of this, and this. Okay, 4 to 5 touches. So I want minimum 3 touches to draw an area of interest. So this is on 4 hour. The okay, let me tell you, the area of interest on daily and the area of interest on 4 hour will work you more uh, great. Okay, because the higher the time frame, the greater the results for you. So for on 4 hour area of interest, we cannot expect big TPs like this, but yeah, we can get much from that as well. Okay, so on 4 hour, I draw this. So let me first check what was the trend when I took this trade. Let me show you what was the trade first in 1 hour. Okay, this was the buy I took. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3 is to draw. I got tip in this. Why did I took this trade? Let me move to 4 hour first. Daily, we are bullish. Weekly, we are bullish. What happened in 4 hour? 4 hour created a head and shoulder. Uh, retest of the neckline here, and every head and shoulder has their moves on basis of their size. So this was the head and shoulder on 4 hour, and this was its move. So after having a move and after having the touch of our area of interest, the move of head and shoulder is ended. Okay, we cannot expect more selling on the hope of this head and shoulder. We cannot expect this, right? The move has already been happened on this. So and we are still bullish in weekly and daily. I waited the market to close above this for my confirmation. Like I want three of the time frames in one direction. Okay, so this was my lower high at that time. I wanted this to break. Market came here, was not able to break, going down, coming up, and right here, it broke the previous high. And this is where the market shifted an uptrend in 4 hour. In weekly, in daily, it is already bullish. In 4 hour, it became bullish. And now I am interested to take any trade in my time, in this time. Okay, pre-London to London session, which is 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. or NY session. Okay, okay. This was my area of interest. I will look to buy on this area of interest only. Okay, I will look for buy in this area of interest only. Let me move to 1 hour for entry points. How do I check the entry points? Okay. And yeah, see, the EMA is only for confirmations. Like, I don't look at EMA like, give me an entry and I will take the trade. I will take the trade on this price action. You see this? I will take entry on this price action. The area, EMA is only for confirmation purpose. Okay. Let me see why. So let me explain why I took this trade. Okay. Uh, Market structure shift I was talking about. So in 1 hour as well, until this high was broken, it was in downtrend, right? So this is where the 1 hour structure shifted. I'm ready to take buys, but 4 hour was bearish. I waited until break above this zone and it happened. Then I looked for a retest to go for buys, right? What did I look? In 1 hour, I had not any kind of confirmations. Look at the timing, okay? I sat on screen on this time, 10:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. as per Indian Standard Time, which is a pre-London session. Okay. At 10:30, this candle, look at this candle. This candle is of 10:30 a.m., which closed at 11:30. I will look for entry confirmations in the time frame in 30 minute. Yup. As I said, we got multiple rejections from this zone. We got multiple rejections. Okay. Multiple rejections, which shows an rejection to sellers that yes, this price can go up, right? Multiple rejections are good for me. Uh, then I move to 15 minute. Let me see why I took this trade. Okay, look at the timing, 11:45, which is a pre-London session or just 15 minutes before the London session that I expected this move. But yeah, it came late. But until and unless your SL is safe, you are good to go, right? Okay. So multiple rejections from this zone right here. We are bullish in weekly, daily, 4 hour. We know the trend, and the trend is our friend. So one rejection, two, three, four, five, multiple rejections, and a candle like an hammer, not a complete hammer. You will not get every time that complete exact same kind of candle to enter the trade. Okay, you have to see what the structural behavior of market at that time. Okay, so how will you get that you know the the time you have spent on the charts will tell you what will happen, right? And it is completely a game of probability. Like you will never get 100% probability trades. Okay, but yeah, after this candle, I took buy because of multiple rejection I've got from previous candles. Then a candle like this, which is a kind of a hammer here. Then I took entry, and putting an SL is also something you should learn. See, we have got an area here, right? But I don't want this market to go down. So what did I look for here? I used my fib as well. Let me show you. This is my Fibonacci. I put my SL below 61% and a little bit below previous candles. See, whenever the market comes down to take down some early buyers, let me tell you this thing. Whenever the market comes down, it took out early buyers by taking their SL. So what you want, if you think you are an early buyer, as I think I am because I trade pre-London session, not only London session, then I will put my SL 15 to 20 ticks below the previous bias zone. So I put my SL here. If I have put my SL just below this candle, then it would have taken me out, right? So put your SL below something which you think can be taken out by the market. Okay. Then I waited a long time and it created a kind of a double bottom and it rejected from my area to give me that TP. Let me talk about TP. See, I usually take trades when it is more than 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, but more oftenly I take 1 to 2.5 or 1 to 3. That is great for me. Okay. Okay, let's talk about this thing, this line as well, which is a trend line. I look, the more the confirmations, the greater the results for your trade will be. So I look for more confirmations in my perspective, where I look for trend lines and more other often things like every other traders will do. But these are the things which I call my edge. You see this? This is my edge. This is my edge. So whenever you see the trading gurus will say if you have edge in trading, then you don't have to fear. So this is what we call an edge. And when I say I at entry point, this is the crucial moment. At entry point, let me tell you, what did I see here? Multiple rejections. What did I see here? Multiple rejections, candle behavior. Like, see, the sell side candle were strong, and at my zone, it became weak, 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 weak. Then, how do you, I mean, what do you prefer to sell here or buy here? What would you prefer? What's the probability of winning to take a buy here or to take a sell here? That was the only that will be the only question to ask myself. Okay, and yeah, always going with the trend will help you a lot. Okay, and I think on the same day on NY in NY session, which is my timing. See this pre-London to London and NY session. NY session is also my timing. I took this trade. So let us think about this trade as well. Same zone, same area of interest, same zone. I took again a re-entry, you can say. See what happened. Okay, remove this. Okay. So, after the London session, market stop tried to break this area of interest. Okay, and then just pre-New York session, it stopped the excessive selling. Okay, let us talk about the market behavior first. The whole London session was an bull trend. After closing the London session, it came down, down, and just on pre-NY session, it stopped on our area of interest and kind of a consolidation patterns. So I see when the sellers are getting less powerful on our area of interest, then what's the probability of getting uh, entry on a buy side? Higher, right? We are with the trend and everything else. Okay, we have this low, we have created this high, we are creating this high right now. We got multiple rejections. Let me look for candle in 1 hour time frame. This is how I look the market while I'm taking the trade. Okay, okay. On 1 hour, it looks beautiful, right? In 30 minutes, let's go to 30 minutes. Yeah, the multiple rejections from my zone, right? That was the only thing I look. Okay, let me go to 5 minutes. Yep. Here it was. Okay. So what market did? Market after 5:30, which is my time, it started to consolidating. It came down to take these early buyers. Let me talk about this. What are the early buyers? Early buyers are the buyers before the starting of any kind of session. There are two main session in Forex. One is London session and one is NY session. So market always try, not always, but if it tries to take out some early buyers, then it will take them out and then will give us a bull move, right? So after taking these out, I thought it would be great for a rally on upside. So that's the reason I took this trade. So yeah, you will ask me a question like, what was the purpose on entry point? See, entry point means it is not only meant like any kind of candles, any kind of market structure shift only. See, the market behavior on the timing, this timing is very important for you to, to learn the trading right now as well. See, the on NY session, what is the market behavior will give you an upper edge to take and winning trade, right? So in NY session, market was not able to break this low, which was created by early buyers. Then what you do expect? What was the probability to go up or to go down? So what makes sense to take a buy from here, right? So that's what we do. So yeah, this was my strategy. And yeah, I know this is not the complete thing right now, I can tell you, because it would make a big big time of span you to understand what was this strategy, right? So you have to implement this, you have to see the market structural behavior and all those things, right? But yeah, this is the main thing I look. This is the main thing I look. Trend, area of interest and entry point. And then next, this is the timing for me. Okay, so this is my strategy. And yeah, I will make a video on how to identify trend, how to draw area of interest, what are my entry signals, and there's nothing in timing, right? Okay. And yeah, I use sometimes Fibonacci as well, if you see, but not often. But yeah, sometimes for keeping my SLs safe, right? I use 50 EMA and I use trend line to identify what will be happening, right? And we are not wizards to know that. But yeah, the it is a complete game of probability. So adding some more confirmations to our side will be a greater. Okay. So these are the points I look for. So that's it.